Hi, this is Shay Veronica. Don't you find it really strange for the Pope, who is the head of the church here on the earth, to get involved with things that are the law? I mean, law of the land. He is supposed to be head of the church, and isn't there supposed to be a separation between church and state? And if something is against the law of his heaven, the one that he is the intercessor, right? He is the one that determines by mass and whatever you do when you go to say your, when you go to repent to the priests. He's the one that will decide if you go to heaven and if you go to hell. He's the one here on earth that is the intercessor. So isn't it really strange for him to say, yeah, it may be a sin where it comes to God. He's working on behalf of God on the earth, and he's trying to bring godliness on the earth. Okay, so he's saying it is a sin, but it is not a crime. He's reaching out from where he sits on the throne, and he is talking about something that may or may not be a crime in certain parts of the world. And you should see that as being pretty strange, especially since there's a big separation, and since they don't pay taxes, as the church, they do not pay taxes. And for him to come out and say it may be a sin to God, but as far as you guys are concerned, I don't have no problem with it. So is he interjecting personal preference or personal feelings or personality? What is he interjecting here to say that something may be a sin in God's eyes, but it's not a crime in his eyes, and that you shouldn't do it? You shouldn't make it a crime. You should decriminalize it being a crime. He's talking about homosexuality. It should not be a crime. It may be a sin, but it's not a crime. I find that to be very strange coming from the head of the church. It's very strange that he would step out and talk about things like that in that particular way. He's come out also and said that we are not the only ones on the earth, that they're aliens. They came out and said that, yeah, aliens. And, if you see a UFO, do not shoot it down, that kind of stuff. So he is, stepping outside of his little boundaries there in the Vatican. But I think that somebody should speak to him about this particular matter. I personally do not see anything as being a crime, because this world is run by people, and if people want to do something, just as long as it's not hurting someone else, they should be allowed to do it. But as the head of the church, I find that what he is doing is sending a mixed message, and people have to wonder now, what is this heaven all about and what is this hell all about? It's just confusing. This is Shay Veronica.